The Indian Air Force, IAF, on Friday initiated the procurement of 110 fighter aircraft for its depleted combat force, now languishing at 31 fighter squadrons against a desired strength of 42. When in service, these fighters will fill 6 squadrons. The order would be worth between $9 to $13 billion, Rs. $584 to $844 billion, making it the world's biggest international fighter buy. Single-engine fighters would cost about $80 to $85 million each, while twin-engine fighters would cost closer to $120 million apiece. A request for information, RFI, posted on the IAF website called for proposals for supplying 110 fighters, of which 75%, 82 to 83 fighters, would be single-seat variants, while the remaining 27 to 28 would be twin-seat variants. The RFI requires no more than 15% of the order, or 16 to 17 fighters, to be supplied in flyaway or fully built stage. The remaining 93-94 aircraft must be built in India by a strategic partner or Indian production agency. Vendors have 3 months to respond to the RFI. That will be followed by a process which in the past lasted several years of issuing a formal tender, carrying out technical and flying trials, evaluating costs, reaching a discussion, and then negotiating final costs with the winning vendor. Delivery of the 16-17 fighters in flyaway state is to commence 36 months from the contract date, and be completed within 60 months of the contract. Delivery of the fighters built in India must commence 5 years from the contract and be completed no later than 12 years from the signing date. In an expansive definition of capabilities, the IAF said, the aircraft are intended as day and night capable, all-weather multi-role combat aircraft. They must be capable of beating enemy aircraft in air-to-air combat, striking ground targets, reconnaissance, electronic warfare, and air-to-air refueling. The fighters must be capable of destroying targets far out to sea. The current RFI supersedes an earlier inquiry the IAF issued in October 2016 for buying and building 100-200 single-engine fighters. The single-engine stipulation had effectively reduced the acquisition to a two-way contest between Lockheed Martin SF-16 Block 70 and Swedish company, Saab Gripen. Now, with twin-engine fighters eligible, several other vendors can participate. This IAF procurement could crystallize on lines similar to the ultimately unsuccessful attempt initiated in 2007 and abandoned in 2015 to procure 126 so-called medium, multi-role combat aircraft, MERCA, for some Rs. $420 billion.